You've definitely seen them. You're scrolling through TikTok or YouTube Shorts and you see that weirdly specific video format that is just suddenly everywhere. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the engine that's powering this whole viral trend, a tool called Crayo AI.
So you're scrolling, and boom, there it is again. A Minecraft clip at the bottom, some crazy Reddit story being read over the top, and these glowing captions right in the middle. And I bet you thought to yourself this exact question. Who on earth is sitting there day in and day out editing this stuff?
Well, here's the secret. The answer isn't some person with endless hours to kill. Nope, it's an algorithm. It's a script that's designed to churn out these videos faster than you can even make a cup of coffee.
And you know, this isn't just random content being thrown at a wall. It is a very specific, very calculated, high-retention formula. Think of it as the starter pack for what's known as a faceless channel. The anatomy of these clips is, well, it's simple, but man, is it effective. It all starts with a really compelling story from Reddit, read out loud by a synthetic voice. Then, underneath that, you've got this visually stimulating but totally unrelated gameplay, like Minecraft parkour or a GTA clip that just keeps your eyes glued to the screen. It's this dual stimuli approach, and it's perfectly engineered to hijack our attention spans. Throw in some flashy captions, and you've got the perfect recipe to stop someone from scrolling. So, what's making this all possible with what feels like just a few clicks? Well, that's where Crayo AI enters the picture, positioning itself as the one-click solution for this exact style of content. Look, Crayo AI isn't trying to be some fancy professional video editor like Adobe Premiere. Its entire mission is to help creators absolutely dominate that vertical 9:16 phone screen. It basically automates the work of a writer, a voice actor, and an editor, all rolled into one platform.
And why is this all happening right now? Because, let's be honest, we're in a full-blown gold rush for short-form video. The platforms are desperate for content, and their algorithms, they really don't care if a human or a machine made it, as long as people keep watching.
Okay, so how does Crayo AI actually pull this off? Let's pop the hood and take a look at what's in the creator's toolkit that lets people generate videos so quickly. This right here, this is their crown jewel, and it is disturbingly efficient. You literally just paste a link to a Reddit thread. The AI does the rest. It writes a script from the post, it grabs a background video, adds a voiceover, and perfectly syncs those viral-style captions. The effort required to create something is almost zero. But it's not just about Reddit stories. Oh no. The platform also lets you instantly create those split-screen reaction videos. You can generate those dramatic fake text message conversations, and you get access to a whole library of AI voices. It's pretty much a one-stop shop for all these viral video formats.
This all sounds incredibly powerful, right? But what's it going to cost you? Let's talk money and see if the value proposition actually makes sense. Is the math mathing?
The business model here is pretty clear. There is no permanent free tier, so you gotta pay to play. The plans scale up from a hobby tier for someone looking for a side hustle, to a clipper tier for full-time creators, all the way up to a pro tier that's really designed for agencies or what you might call content farms that are just pumping out hundreds of videos a month. And the scale here is really the key. I mean, just look at this. That top-tier plan lets you make up to 250 videos every single month. This isn't about making one-off viral hits. It's a volume game. And Crayo AI is built from the ground up to help you win it. So, let's do an honest review. The good stuff? It's extremely fast, it's perfectly aligned with current trends, and the captioning is surprisingly accurate. But here's the reality check. Because it's so easy, you risk creating that generic AI slop. The customization is pretty limited, some of the voices still sound robotic, and with no free plan, you're making a commitment from day one.
So all of this brings us to the really big question. What does the rise of a tool like Crayo AI mean for the future of content? Is this just a new level of efficiency? Or is it fundamentally killing what it means to be creative?
This quote, I think, really gets to the heart of it. We are witnessing the commoditization of attention. Crayo AI isn't a creative tool in the way we traditionally think of one. It's an efficiency engine. It's designed to capture and hold our attention at a massive scale.
So how do you use a tool like this without just adding to the noise? Well, first, here's the warning. Platforms are already building detectors for purely AI-generated content. So the strategy has to be adding your own human value, a human in the loop, so you don't just press export. The real opportunity here is to use it for rapid prototyping. You could test 10 different video ideas in a single day, see what hits, and then double down on that. And you have to remember the rule of today's internet. Sometimes, for the algorithm, volume is a proxy for quality.
Ultimately, it comes down to this. The tool is just a lever. It gives you incredible power and reach, but it's completely useless if you don't have the strategy, the creativity, and the insight to know where to apply that force. Which leaves us with one final question for you to think about. In your own content journey, how much are you really willing to hand over to the machine? Are you ready to let it do the heavy lifting? The answer to that question could define the next generation of creators.